name is Pete Ekstrom, and I am the CEO of Deal Builders. I am a professional matchmaker. I match buyers and sellers together, and I make calls of introduction over the phone, and I set up sales meetings as a service. Well, the attention economy is really an understanding of how the mechanics of commerce are working today, given the amount of information that your average customer has to digest and process before they make a decision. So wherein as features and benefits, you had all the time in the day to explain that to a prospective customer. Today you've got a very narrow window of opportunity to get the attention of the prospective buyer. So you must establish the best possible first impression of yourself within a very limited amount of time, usually 2 to 5 seconds, in order to close for the attention of a prospective buyer. So that said, the attention economy really is about marketing and selling your brand most effectively to take into account that you must get the attention of the buyer before you can even build rapport or bond with that person. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. So it's an old sales 101 where if you have a plan, you can get ahead quickly because you're structured with goals and a process, and you're comfortable with that process so that you can repeat it often enough so you can capitalize on it. So you must have a repeatable process and a method that helps you capitalize on every business opportunity you come in contact with. You can't wing it anymore, and it's no longer a numbers game. It takes strategic and precise execution in order to close for the attention of a prospective buyer, and you must have a method and a process for that. Well, the first impression conclusion is drawn within 2 to 4 seconds. All right, that's scientific fact. So if in the opening seconds of conversation with a prospective buyer, your introduction sounds weak or you're unsure of yourself, you're going to cause a state change in the mind of your prospective buyer where they're going to look at you as an amateur. Who wants to talk to an amateur? What good can possibly come from a financial planner or a subject matter expert who is not confident that their product, or at least sounds confident that they have something of substance, that they have a conviction in their purpose? Those are the people that get noticed and paid attention to. The weaker ones are quickly dismissed and asked to send sales literature. Traditionally, sales has been the art of persuasion and convincing people to see value in the same light that you, a marketing person or a salesperson, sees it. When you convince someone to buy through an explanation of features and benefits, the buyer would come with their checkbook and make a purchase. Those days are long gone because of the limited amount of bandwidth that prospective customers have to pay attention to value. So they're quickly dismissive and they filter out anything that sounds over the top, too wordy, too much to say, too much to digest. And so you have to script your dialogue in simple sound bites with open-ended questions to cause the prospect to not see you as a salesperson or a marketing person that's easily dismissed, and to engage you in the conversations that discover the information that you and your prospective customer need to examine in order to mutually agree on a basis for doing business. So when you script dialogue, you are taking certain steps to build rapport, put your prospects' defense systems at ease, and then win their trust, just even if it's for 5 minutes, so long as that they listen to exactly what you're asking them to pay attention to, so that both of you can make a decision as to whether or not any further time should be spent trying to find that basis for doing business. Well, marketing now is a strategic process. You need strategy before execution. You need to understand the profile of your buyer, and you need to have a tailored strategy and a marketing message or a sales call execution that is tailored to meet or grab hold of the attention of that prospective buyer. So you can't paint the picture of profitability in a business with a broad brushstroke. You really have to thread the needle in conversation in order to come through in a way that causes people to be curious, and curious to the point where they pay attention. So think of yourself, you as a person, as well as the company you represent, as a product. It has a brand, and how you project that brand to a buying market in a very short period of time has everything to do with just how successful you'll be in getting new customers.